Got all these hot cars, hot cribs. Ain't got nobody to share it with, baby. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Hey girl, how you doing? My name is Charlie. That's it. I was wondering if I could take you out, show you a good time, invite you to my house. Here is my number, girl, you can call me. All of this passion, what am I doing single? Man, get out and mingle. You don't have to be alone, you need someone to love. But being famous, sometimes it's hard to find someone to trust. Hell with that this time, I'm gonna treat myself. Being in love is good for your head. It's time to shine this fortune and fame with someone else. Now that I'm in this club, I might as well. Hey girl, how you doing? My name is Joshua. I was wondering if I could take you out, show you a good time, invite you to your house. Here is my number, girl, you can call me. And don't forget that my name is Charlie. Now I ain't got nobody to ride in my new coupe with. I ain't got nobody to chill with on the weekend. This is just a house till someone makes it a home. Love don't count me out, 'cause I'm so all alone. But to hell with that this time, I'm gonna treat myself. Being in love is good for your head. It's time to share this fortune and fame with someone else. Now that I'm in this world, I might as well. Hey girl, how you doing? My name is Charlotte. Last name Wilson. I was wondering if I could take you out, show you a good time, invite you to house. Here is my number, girl, you can call me. Don't forget, baby, my name is Charlie. And the reason that I left is 'cause feels like I know you. Well, this must be one hell of a deja vu. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? I know you've heard this somewhere. I want you, girl, for sure. And that's why I'm introducing myself. Hey, how you doing? My name is Charlie. Last name Wilson. I was wondering if I could take you out, show you a good time, invite you to my house.
All the way you're listening to the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to
the Africa Today show. Karibuni sana. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever the time is on your end. Karibuni sana to another beautiful episode of the Africa Today show. And of course, this is the media of the 21st century, the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. Media of the 21st century. We are at exactly 45 minutes past the top of the hour, and of course I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. For those who are just literally tuning in, those who are not with us on the morning shows, those who are not with us on the mid-morning shows, whatever the time was on your end as we're doing our shows, which have been having issues with our lights today. Our lights were disappearing, were on and off. But I'm glad that I'm here, and I hope that they shall not do that thing, because also our internet is misbehaving today. It seems like we're having issues with lights in different parts of the 254, so it is also affecting our internet and all the programs. But karibuni sana, happy new month to everyone. Hope you guys are looking forward to amazing things, and of course happy new week ahead of you. May it be productive, creative, and of course may you stay also inspired by yourself. I had kids today saying that you need to look within yourself. You know, you need to look within yourself to find inspirations. You should not be looking at outside. You should not be looking like people like Steve Harvey, and all these other likes of celebrities that we have on the platform. But anyway, Karibuni sana, CK Williams in the building. Shout out to John Mosquito. Shout out to Muvuka. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. Shout out to let me give a quick shout out to Selim Hillary in the building. Karibu sana. Shout out to DJ Ruff in the building. Hope you guys are doing amazing, and of course hope you're having a beautiful day so far, and you are ready for tomorrow being a work day. For those who have been on a holiday, karibuni sana. Shout out to Keith in the building as well. Karibu sana, Mr. Black Hot Fire.
Happy Saturday, Kobe. You know, Mosquito be on every platform.
I
Be on Facebook now, be on TikTok, be on YouTube.
let the
And
man
but you
flex.
gotta look
Let the man.
yeah, well you guys remember when I see him, he's always running somewhere when crazy.
Pardon?
But he's always happy his ass. I said every time I see him his ass is running somewhere. Like somebody's after his ass. And also
Let the man.
reason I said look inside yourself, Joby. Reason why I said look inside yourself, Joby, you might end up like Meek Mills.
Nah. We're not making noise like that. Come on, kids. Be better. Be better. Travis does not do that. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do
No,
that.
I didn't say you're a mosquito. I said look inside yourself. I said, you told me, heard me tell Eda want to look inside herself. Don't look for boot licking coons. She don't know what
Oh,
coons and what's going on. She entertainment. They understand
yeah.
that Steve Harvey was a coon. And you know, Steve Harvey is such an inspiration. I said, whoa, let me get to this goddamn show.
But I also see Joe Mosquito. Karibu
Let's
sana.
get up in here.
On TikTok, and also see Kay Williams. Karibu sana. You're saying that's why did you not help that new girl out today? Steve Avery. Come on. I did said I was the one controlling everything behind the scenes. I was trying. I was helping, and Kid came in. And Kid came in and did contribute his thoughts and tried to tell Iwaton and educator who we're dealing with, which is very important because I think like she doesn't really know a lot, and that's just me being
No,
honest.
she
With a
doesn't.
few
That's okay.
conversations we've had,
Exactly.
it's gonna be quite maybe hard, or maybe it's gonna be a shock for her to get to know a couple of things that we've studied here, or rather we know here. So it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. It's
Yeah,
also took
yeah.
time
Just
with
tell me,
me.
brother, she's not.
You know?
Yeah, she's nice. It's just gonna take time, like Joby said.
There's a day she came in at work and she asked me, "Are you a prayerful person? Like, do you love God?" And I was like, "Which God are you talking about?" It depends. It depends what you're talking about. It's like she was like, "Do you go to church? Do you pray?" And I was like, "Oh, you're talking about that kind of a God." I was like, "Nah, I used to, but I stopped." I used to, but I stopped. I just found my way, found my path, and discovered the truth of where I'm directing my energy. So yeah, I don't anymore. So it's gonna take time for her to learn a couple of things. So she's very prayerful, and she's yeah, she's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. Anyway, shout
Take
out to
time. She's
Mvuka
gonna.
who says remember today.
I'll go,
Uh-huh.
Joby.
Yeah, I see Muvuka says remember today pia ni siku ya uongo. I know it is. Today we were to prank Keith the biggest time, manze. We were to prank. That's what I was telling you guys on the WhatsApp
Yeah.
chat. Join us today on With Him Scoop Show. We have something important to tell you.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, it didn't work. Oh shit. Okay. That's why you guys like. That's why you guys lights went out trying to get me. That's
I
what you
know.
guys.
Like, man, that prank just went like that. That April Fool's just skipped like that. We want to prank
What
you
you got?
big time. Like,
What were you got? What were you guys gonna do?
it was very money. We want to tell you we are going to quit. We found a job at the same spot. The economy of Kenya is
Okay.
soaring up, and you'll have to pick between now the remaining people who's gonna run the like maybe Keith's reaction is gonna be like, okay, I wish you all the best, or he's gonna be shocked. Why did you tell him that? What is in between? Like, I don't know what your reaction is gonna be, but we have to look for something that's gonna make you so mad, and we're like, what can we do? So
If
mad.
I would have worked, you guys would told me that shit. That would have worked. Because honestly, I can get rid of Shamani, but I can't get rid of Joby. So I'm like, shit. There ain't nobody can do Joby's job right now. So, oh shit.
It is crazy. But shout out to Big Building says watch the new girl today. Keith came in teaching nothing but hate. He scared the shit out of her. I know Keith is always she was like, he took over my show. I didn't even speak my mind,
The funny part about it, family, when she ended the show, she thought I was gone and I was still there.
He's like, man,
she,
I need to find Africa related people, like this is not working.
she, she thought I was gone. She thought I was gone, Joby, but I was still there.
Yeah, that's why I told her you're still there. That's why I came back to the stream when was trying to log over. Like, oh, he's still there. He's still listening to you. It's crazy, but she's gonna learn, and yeah, she's gonna learn.
That was fun. That wasn't. I ain't taking her show. She asked to be taught. I came in.
Yeah.
The lights went off. Shit, I was on there for a while. I said, I guess they're not gonna come back. I don't know if the lights gonna come back on, guys. I stayed on there for about 20 minutes. Wait for it to come back, because Joby told me it was the tokens. You didn't pay the electric bill, Keith. And then, all right, then found out it was the lights itself. It wasn't me. Joby shut them in the bus. See what happens? I told you we was out of power. All right, calm down. Shit.
I didn't know about the lights. Sometimes, most of the times, we are alerted if the lights are gonna disappear, and we tend to tell you guys like the lights won't be on for the whole day. But we were not alerted, so we've been having the on and off of the lights.
Oh no.
Also
Yeah. It's fun with her. It's fun. It's fun because she's like in an African bubble. It's fun. It's like she's like a child. That's why I asked her how old she was. She's 27, and she's like a child that's like almost like a child that's like never been in the world. She's like been in a bubble.
Yeah, she's gonna get ready. She's gonna be okay. She's gonna adapt,
Yeah,
especially with the crazy mindset on Tubonge and all these other shows.
I love when they were first doing that to Bungie, and I was like, I look at the face of all the answers with Joby and Shamali was saying, she's like, oh my God.
She's still shocked by that. She's still shocked by that even today. She was like, today she was like, I miss Kamlesh, but you can't be telling people not to pay rent. You can't be telling people to cheat. She asked us today in the morning, like, did you guys really mean that? Like, you guys didn't mean that, right? So like, oh my God, I'm glad I'm meeting people who can think differently, but I've never had anyone advise anyone like that. We're like, okay, don't worry, people take it, people listen, and that's what's up. That's what's up.
Tell me, told that lady it's okay to. Tell me, told that lady it's okay to cheat. They said it's okay not to pay their rent. And with the morning said, I don't pay my rent. I worry about my Wi-Fi first. Oh my! She said, oh my God! You gotta pay your rent. And the morning said, nah, I need to worry about my internet.
I know, it's crazy, but she's gonna adapt. She's doing great with everyone around. So
yeah, she's doing good. That's just fun. How she get along with the girls in the back office?
They're good. They're all good.
Okay.
Everyone is okay with them.
Well, when we gonna get the videos? Is Danny remixing or something?
Tomorrow. By Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Cheese, I sent you the WhatsApp app link. Did you get it? I sent it to your phone number.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You joined. I think that was on Friday.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was up in there yet. Yeah. So that stuff with her, boy, that stuff is priceless. That's why I called him. I said, y'all, you savages are scaring this lady. He said, oh my God. And she's hilarious.
Scared?
That airtime when you guys are sitting there, she's like, oh my God. With the answers you guys were given. It was funny. That shit was hilarious.
Anyway, everybody, Sarah family. Today we shall be having a conversation. We shall be all over, so bear with me. We're gonna talk
about P Diddy going to McMill's studio. That's your boy's girl.
I'll be sharing a video by
one right. That's your girl's boy. That's your girl's ex-boyfriend. That's Nicki Minaj's ex-man. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, okay. before we move on, do these Black American women also know that their men or the men they're dating are being messed up with like that? Because
No,
you want
no,
to tell
no.
me Nicki Minaj,
I said,
Meek Mill was being messed up with like that, or she
no,
didn't?
of course she didn't know. But she's an industry plant. She might have known. She's an industry plant, so she's a fake rapper. All these rappers, all these women now gotta be strippers and all messed up like a Nicki Minaj. So she might have did know. I'm not gonna give her the benefit of that. You know, say most likely no, but now maybe yeah.
Damn.
I sent you
It
one.
must
I'm going to send it. I'm going to send this video. I sent it to you.
I've seen your TikTok videos, so there's no new video that I've not seen. So I don't know which
It's
one
a new
you're
one.
talking about.
It's a new one I just sent. The new one I just sent. Did you see the new one? Some of the
Let me
gatekeepers.
see.
The brand new I just sent. They're about 15 minutes ago. What you
But anyway,
said?
before
I
we
want you
get
to
into all that, the PDD whole thing, it's crazy. It is crazy
Right.
because this is a question I've been asking personally a couple of times. Did Nicki Minaj know about this? And also, because we've seen also most of the artists, basketballers being revealed what they are doing.
That's right.
Their
Them doing
wives
too. That's
come out,
right. That's right,
you
sir.
know.
Shimani says she can't date nobody from Philadelphia. I said, Shimani, I went to college in Philadelphia. What's wrong with you?
I'm trying to remember the guys, but I was speaking to some guys earlier. That was on Saturday when Spikes
All
was
right.
doing his show. I got to, one of the platforms I have, and I tried to speak to some guys from, I don't know where
Okay.
these guys coming from, which states. I don't know if it is Louisiana, South Louisiana. I don't know where he said, and I was like, man, I think I met the dumbest people, on the internet that day.
I was Louisiana.
Man, this guy asked me like, what do you do? I told him I run a platform that is actually based in Florida and also based in Kenya and Uganda, and we talk about this and this and this and this and this. And they're like, nah, that is some boring stuff. Who even wants to listen to Black people's history? Who wants to listen to? I'm like, God, okay. You are a whole man talking. I want to come to Africa. I want to learn. What do you guys do in Africa? I'm like, God damn, why do I even start telling you what we do in Africa?
He's talking to a moron. Told you I'm a moron. I tried to explain it. I told you about Louisiana. Most of them are stupid.
It's crazy. It is crazy, but I shall be sharing that video. Let me check the video. I see it on my TikTok. I'll cue it as we get to continue. But before we get to continue to more other matters, I see Bichi says that Joby Kid told the new girl Steve Harvey is the devil and ruined her life. she loves
Please.
She loves Kanye West. So the day even Keith was talking about Kanye West here on my shows, she was like, hell no, my heart is so broken. That is, even today I saw her posting that, Kanye and the wife, those are favorite couples. So she's
Yeah, too bad.
Land.
Too bad for her. I had to destroy your innocent girl. You're 27, you damn near 30, so I gotta destroy your innocent shit. Get out of here. Yeah, she posted that shit. I seen it. Yeah, she posted that shit on TikTok because I follow TikTok of Kanye walking with that white woman, that coon ass nigga. and the funny part about the last video I sent Joby, they're talking. I'm gonna send the airtime. I said, they go you coon ass nigga, calling them a gatekeeper. What they are? White people put them on. They gatekeep. They're the ones to destroy us culturally. That's why the music is so bad and debaucherous now. Because these Negroes are put on by the cats with the small hats.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Shout out to Takin for the building, Karibu Sana. So this video I'm about to share here, we know that last week, the video of Putin talking about Black Jesus has been going viral. We've seen a couple where white people are so mad about it. African people, Black people, majority are so mad about it. There are those who are actually also in agreement that
the black people mad about it. They mad. Wait a minute. We don't like ourselves. We're supposed to be white. Hey, moron. What the white people there?
Should we go back to my first, expression when you told me Jesus was not anything to do with white?
Yeah.
That is exactly. Expect that expression from majority of African people. I mean, I know nothing else. I know white. What do you mean that Jesus is not?
All right, white. You know, right? Your kids going to heaven, you're gonna have blonde hair when you die.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this is another one that I bumped into earlier
all
today,
right.
and white people actually have come forth to apologize after the viral video of Putin claiming that Jesus is black. And on this video, we shall be seeing that white people actually apologizing to the black American. Individuals saying that, sorry for all the pain we put you through, for not understanding your history, for not understanding what you've been going through, that all the history belongs to you. So I don't know if this comes in as a mock or for real is a real apology, because I don't believe anything they do. They know for so long. And I'll be sharing another one coming from also Anita Ivy, where we have this white woman who claims that black people, we hate them. We black people hate white people, which it's very not true. They hate us. And it's very well broken down when they talk about racism,
Exactly.
how racism has been prolonged from their own ancestors, the people who came, invaded Africa, tortured, killed, stole, and all that. And this is coming from actually
Yeah.
majority of the white people also explaining this. So karibuni sana once again to everyone joining in. Let me share this.
Ladies and gentlemen, people of Russia, today, we stand on the precipice of a monumental revelation, a moment that redefines not only our understanding of history, but also the path forward for our great nation. In an extraordinary discovery hidden beneath centuries of lore and legend, we have opened what can only be described as the oldest vault known to mankind. What we found within its ancient confines challenges the very fabric of our beliefs and heralds a new dawn for our country. Within this vault, we discovered figures of biblical proportions, characters that many have read about, debated, and revered. These figures, preserved against the sands of time, reveal a truth that is as profound as it is transformative. They are all black. This revelation, this undeniable truth, stands before us not as a contradiction to our faith, but as a testament to the diversity and unity that faith embodies. As your president, I see this moment not as a challenge to our beliefs, but as an opportunity to embrace a wider, more inclusive understanding. From this day forward, let us proclaim our nation under the guidance of Black Jesus, a figure who represents not just the cornerstone of Christian faith, but also a symbol of the universal values of love, compassion, and brotherhood. This Black Jesus, whose likeness and history have been unveiled from the oldest vault, is a message to us all that divinity knows no color, that spiritual truth transcends race, and that our common humanity binds us more tightly than our differences divide us. Let this discovery remind us that history is not just the story of those who wield power, but also of those whose contributions have been overlooked or forgotten.
Please forgive us. As I speak, I'm going to ask the white Americans in the room to please repeat after me. On behalf of myself and on behalf of my country, to you and all African Americans, from the beginning of our nation's history, in honor of your ancestors and on behalf of your children, please hear this from my heart. I apologize. Please forgive us. With this prayer, I acknowledge the depth of the evils that have been perpetrated against Black people. From slavery to lynchings, to white supremacist laws, to the denial of voting rights, to all the ways, both large and small, all of them evil, all of them wrong, for all the oppression and all of the injustices. I apologize. Please forgive us.
But I need to put this out there and put this out there right now. The white Jews that you and I have honored and been taught all these years are God's chosen people is an absolute lie. They are imposters. They are fake. They are descendants of the Romans. We have been duped to believe that our black family members are low-life monsters created to be slaves and nothing more than that. But the truth is the absolute opposite. They are the chosen of God. They are the chosen of Yah.
Recently, President Putin unveiled things they have from their archives. They say 1,000 years in their archives. And they showed that Sayyidina Isa salam to be dark-skinned. And images that are associated with the people of Sayyidina Isa salam, dark skin. And from what we taught from Sayyidina Muhammad salam, the Sayyidina Musa salam, was very dark skin. 70,000 prophets of Allah now these ulama are finally admitting, out of 124,000, 70,000 dark-skinned prophets that to know a truth and to deceive a people, and to make a certain race of people as if they're more important than others.
As you've seen in the video, that is actually what.
Yep, and yep, exactly. That is the video, and I wanted to share that very quickly because we've been talking about this. That was the whole of last week, and I don't know where Keith went to. I see the troller is back, who promised to come back, and I don't know what's really happened during Keith. That is Demore's show, where we heard this guy was just, you know, being, I don't know, racist, you know. But anyway, yeah, that is the video I wanted to share, and it is quite impressive and amazing at the same time to see that some of them are taking, you know, accountability of accepting that they have been very racist, they have been unjust, they have been oppressors to the black people. They know what they have been doing, and it is quite, actually, to me, it is very good, because today earlier I was talking about the same thing, or other oppression being practiced that is left, right, and center wherever we are as black people, and they make it a norm. They are very privileged by our laws and our government, but this coming from them straightforward and from their mouth, it is quite amazing. Don't bite again. That is just who they are in nature. If I happen to be like today with the video among what I'll be sharing today, we can see that there's so many armed gangs right now invading America, and especially majority of them being the black ones, you know. They are destroying the image of the black Americans who have been there fighting for their rights for the longest time. So in case anything happens, like there's a video I was seeing the other time where we had this Sudanese who snatched a white woman's kid, dragged them down. I don't know what he was trying to do, and you can already see what type of image that is creating to a black American who has been existing there for years, born and raised there, you know, from slavery. And if these kind of people, the same people are like, you know, I'm sorry, you know, we apologize for all the oppression, injustice we put you through. If such kind of things happen, they're gonna snap, and the Karen mode is activated immediately. So I don't believe personally that they would change from who they are. If it is apologizing and them stopping oppression, this is something that stopped long time ago, and Africa should be set free. Africans should be living freely. Africans should be living in equality. We should not be seeing the white race is the most favored and privileged than the black people. So personally, I'm not gonna buy it. At the same time, I still see it is something amazing. They're not gonna get. Look, they come from a savage people. The savages. So then what they got everything to what? Like stealing, pillaging, raping, killing. So then their masses also been dumbed down, given fake European history. They used to live in shit, piss. We showed that last week. Their history's in poverty, a poverty joke. They're not going to willingly go back to poverty. Africa, they're impoverished. There's nothing in here. So they've been printing, giving them more fake money, Joey. Fake money, fake from nothing. They don't want to go back to having. They've been buying real resources. Go back to being all fucked up. You know, their whole history is a lie. So they need that lie
to continue. Like I told the people in North Africa, those were no white people in North Africa. Those are all African lands. So it couldn't have been no white God ever. Like I told you, that's gonna be any white God. People got on the planet 2 days ago. Where the fuck do they come from? They don't say, oh, we be evolved. They don't come from us. Right. Because biologically, we're completely different. Right? So where do you come from? So,
I see you.
whole thing about these,
the troll was
that's how you know he's white. Yeah, keep him there. Don't block his ass. Get this work. He gonna leave. But where do they come from? Okay, they've only got. They talking about Africa's the richest continent on the planet. Reason why they got wealth because they've stolen, raped, killed plenty of the savages. And I need to send it. I wonder if I still got that video. I should have sent that. Yeah, I sent it to you. I think I sent it to you, didn't I? Oh, the white guy. I sent it to you on your TikTok. I'm not there.
Let me see. The white guy talking about. I think I saw a video of a white guy earlier talking
talking about the European. You're talking about European civilization. They never been civilized. They're savage. That's a fact. Look at what we did. We're better than you because we stole all your shit. That you got a group of savages. I might have not sent it to you.
No, you didn't. Nah. The one I did. The one Israel to take control of TikTok. Yeah, that's the one I remember.
Well, not that. I'm gonna go back on this phone. I go back and find it. Yeah, but he's telling you about their culture. About there's nothing moral about them.
Exploitation is the result of greed and vicious oppression, and because this is so, they're the loudest voices preaching on rights and freedom.
That's it.
Deflection.
All deflection. It's all lies. Yeah, that's it right there. About the whole culture is based on lies. They've never been civilized. They're savages. The whole culture is based on stealing, robbing, killing. And they say they're better than you, they're more civilized than you because they stole all your shit. They've always been savages.
Look, all of the wealth and the prosperity that they have is stolen. It's all the result of pillage and exploitation, greed and vicious oppression. And because it is so, they're the loudest voices preaching about human rights and freedom. All deflection, purely deflection. When you tell them Muslim civilization is superior, they'll say, well, why are so many Muslim countries poor then? Or they'll say, we invented all the technology of the modern world. Or why does everyone want to come to the West? Why does everyone want to immigrate to the West if we're so bad, et cetera, et cetera? None of these are arguments for genuine civilizational authority or supremacy. None of these are moral arguments. None of these are arguments that substantiate superior Western values. They're all materialistic arguments. Again, because they have no understanding of how to properly assign value. They don't understand what makes a civilization civilized. And the answer to all of these arguments, all of their arguments, the answer is the same to every one of those arguments. The answer is Western brutal violence and oppression. They imagine that material value equates to moral value. If our violence and savagery makes us richer than you, then it makes our civilization better. No, it just makes your so-called civilization savage and violent. And it means that you loot and pillage better than actually civilized nations, because civilized nations don't do that.
Yeah, and that is it. Civilized nation don't do that. So Jibajaba karibu sana. Hope you're doing amazing. Danny Harrison, I see all of you in the building. To everyone with us on the chat, karibuni sana to today's conversation. And it is who they are. And there's a video I was seeing earlier of Anita Ivy, which I wanted also to share, which there's this white man who broke it down, explaining how the reason why Black people won't be able to trust white people because of the continuous oppression, injustice. Again, the same thing that they keep
the savages.
And that
and internally, Joby, they can't compare. So they do not compare. So they can't compete. The savages. So they gotta have a way of doing a dirty upper hand. Everybody's so upset that they don't think Jesus got to be white. Never no white people in no fucking Northeast Africa, morons. You white people living in shit, this up there in England and Scotland and Ireland and Germany, you all fucked up. That's your history. But then somebody believed that Jesus was some white man running around with white people named Peter, Paul, and all these Simon. There ain't no damn Northeast African name. Anybody named no fucking Peter, Paul. None of that other moronic ass shit. Go ahead, Joe.
You know what? I need to know. Are there certain black people that just don't like us because we're white?
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm white and I don't like white people because they're So I came by the situation on TikTok and I thought I should bring it on here. So a few days ago, this lady made this TikTok video that got her, I don't know if it's accurate to call this like a mini backlash, but basically the video wasn't received how I think she thought the video would be received.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Now, from what I've gathered on TikTok, the video wasn't a long one. It was about like a minute thereabouts, right? But I couldn't find the whole video because the lady had taken the video down. But here's what I could find from people who had stitched her video. And these are a few of their responses on TikTok.
I'm going to get in trouble for this. I already know it. But you know what? I need to know. Are there certain black people that just don't like us because we're white? And I'm not even being political or racial or anything. I just want to know from my black friends out there on TikTok. Are there some?
We don't worry about you burning in the sun, lady. We don't worry about your unnatural skin. That you burn in the. You're supposed to be natural to the planet, but you burn underneath the sun. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
White for no other reason.
It's not that we don't like you. We just really don't trust you. And then you don't give us any more reasons to trust you, so we keep on not trusting you. But then white people like yourself will be like, oh, why don't any black people like white people? Without realizing that it's not an issue of liking, it's about trust and the history we have.
Exactly. So we don't fuck with you like that.
Because you're failing to grasp the point that at least I feel is entirely obvious. And that is, I'm not going to inherently trust you just because you exist. You need to do something to earn that trust.
This video is for educational purposes only, and it's not even really addressing this person. Because honestly, it wasn't a genuine dialogue to begin with. Just two things. First, if you're asking this question to black people on TikTok, that either means that you don't have genuine relationships with black folks in your life that you could ask this question to, or it's a disingenuous attempt to get views and build your platform. The second thing is that we live in a racial caste system. So we're all born into a
white on the bottom, black on the bottom. Exactly. Caste. White on top, black on the bottom. Exactly.
But we inherited it from the people that did. And they used it to subjugate and oppress black people. That system has been in place for centuries now, and it continues to this day. So while you think people should like you because you're friendly, you're still white, and you still represent and embody the oppression that black folks experience in this country. So rather than worrying about if people like you, maybe start thinking about why they don't trust you and your friendliness. You wrote, that doesn't make it okay to be racially prejudiced. Right, that makes sense. We get to be the ones that keep a system of racial oppression.
Same way we got this. You see, I'm glad Joby showed that, because now you got this smart. When you see how these morons in this chat room, this is who they are. That's why you don't trust these crackers. This one right here. This is who they are. This is who they are. This cracker right here in the chat room. I told Joby don't block him. This is who they are. Period. You never trust none of these no good bastards. This is who they are.
Or outright denying the experience of black folks in this country. And then we get to tell black people that still doesn't make it okay for them to be racially prejudiced towards us. As if it were a choice. I mean, this is nature, my friend. If one group of people consistently shows themselves to be harmful to you, what are you going to do? At the very least, you're going to have some feelings about how they treat you. And the truth is, we should be grateful that black folks have chosen over and over again
I love it.
to maintain us in the face of our inhumane treatment of them.
Exactly. That we're just too loving to kill your ass. We're loving people. That's the only thing that's ever saved you white people, that black people are loving. That we haven't done nothing what you've done to us. Nothing.
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying from the other video where I'm seeing them apologizing. I won't buy it. And if there's any black person, especially the ones I see them being held back at, in that church that those white people are apologizing. If you tend to buy that, thinking they're not going to snap, from that act to the reality of who they are, then you must be wrong and you must not understand the culture of which you've grown up in. But let me go through the comments very quickly before we get to move on. Shout out to Danny Harrison says, that Black Jesus shit, that's just info I already knew. Everyone already did, but not everyone. You need to understand that. And just saying that you didn't feel anything about it. Plus, Putin is realizing that to get favor in African nations, that's what they want. They want influence. That's one of the way of seeking influence. I think that's what you mean. Well, I don't know. Personally, I'm questioning Putin's intentions towards Africa, but so far so good. Positive impact made in Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. He came to Eritrea. That is the Wagner machineries, if I'm not wrong, arriving in Eritrea. That was on Friday to help them tackle 1 to 3 things that have been happening there. They've been having a partnership for the longest time. So we still caution what is it that literally Russia is seeking in Africa, but I believe it's far from just influence, getting all this information outside, because this is something, as much as it's been there out, it's not been really nakedly outside there. You won't hear Obama talk about it. You won't hear Biden talk about it. You won't hear Ruto, Uri, or Nana Akufo-Addo talking about it. So I kind of agree with you on one side, but I'd also disagree with you on one side, because it's positive impact it's making, but at the same time, yes, we need to be cautioned of what is it that really is seeking for in Africa. If it is influence, then for what? Is it all about resources? Is it about power again? The same people, or what is it? So we need to question that, and I do agree with you. And just saying that Putin isn't fooling anybody. He wants access to Africa resources. That way he can use that as a way to weaken his enemies in Western Europe and America. I agree with you, because it's information that has been hidden, but at the same time, I mean, Russia is full of resources. What is it that they could be seeking in Africa? Influence, yes, but are we sure that
population, Joby, population. See, Russians are dying off. They're gonna need Africans as friends to help them in future wars, because they won't be able to defend themselves. They won't have the numbers to defend themselves against the Chinese or the Americans. So they're gonna need to make friends with Africans, with numbers, bodies.
Okay, so that is it. Then I don't know if at the same time, when you look at Africans, the way they're waking up, and majority of us are understanding that none of these are our friends. For me, I also include Russia itself, where we need to look at it in a side eye. I don't know if Africans are going to give in fully and trust just anyone anymore at this point, because people are waking up, and we know that all these deals, partnership, and all these
why does it make you so mad? So this is what white people think it meant. Your connection to Africa is permanently severed. Why does it make you mad if Africans get back together? Told you, that's what they scared of. No, it's not severed. We're putting it back together now. Don't worry about it. Then we're going to be coming for your ass. Okay? We're putting it back together right now. Okay? We're putting it back together right now. Okay?
Daniel also says that if they really felt sorry, they would give us back all the shit they stole. I agree with you.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Where those artifacts at?
Yeah, if they were really sorry, you should go back to history. Let's start with what you stole. Can we get it all back in Africa? Can we untie, all the relationships you've tied with us? Can we let go all of them?
And then they ask if you gonna get back the land you stole. Hell nah, you make no damn land.
And I also see Jiba Jabba says reparations. No, apologies comes with reparations. A true apology comes with reparations.
Exactly.
I agree with you. I agree with you completely. And also Danny says that praying to fake God doesn't help a damn thing. I give up the goods. Now that helps. And I agree with you truly. And shout out to the troller as well in the building. Big Cheese says that see how the Arab Iman said that they were dark skin, but this no good ass didn't say that they were African or black. They're scared too, just saying the term black African does scare them also, it is just allergic to them. Daniel to say that the fact that Russia wants to do that presents an opportunity if and only if Africans play their cards right. Again, geopolitics is a game of chess. Chess is equals to war, and every move counts. Play carefully. I agree with you completely. Hi to you too, Jiba Jaba Karibu Sana once again. Danny says that yeah, it's a deflection, just like the green movement. Why would you tell a country? Why would you tell a country in Africa that has a carbon footprint of damn near zero?
Zero.
That's
exactly. All the evidence, that's why the more you look it up, Kenya, footprint of carbon is zero. So why would they be talking about this Green New Deal to the African? Africans don't have no industry, so they don't got no carbon footprint, which is phony to begin with. They don't even work to Africa, because Africa doesn't have a carbon footprint to begin with.
And now
they just catch shit.
I also see Big Cheese says that, hey kid, can you believe Dominicans are on TikTok saying those Jesus paints are of brown skin Arabs, not black Africans? Okay.
Because you remember the Dominican, I told you the Dominican Republican cat, those are bootlicking mulattoes. They're not even white. They want to be white so bad. Those are mixed mulattoes. They're bootlickers. Everybody never trusts a goddamn mulatto. Those are dark-skinned Arab. The original Arabs are African. That's why, see, you ain't argue with a moron, because the original Arab are not white people. Those are Arab black people. It was a culture, not a race. That when the white people invaded, they accepted part of the culture and they took it as their own. Those are Africans. Dark-skinned Arabs. How crazy. Dark skin, funny, all the pictures, everybody got woolly hair. Dark skin Arabs with woolly hair. Go ahead, Joe.
Let me say, the funny thing is that the guy who created the Green Party movement stole billions in donations and invested it in China. Small hats. The second is small hats. And I also see, shout out to another dummy black man, Karibu Sana. Nice to see you. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. And happy new month to you and to everyone who's just joining in. And I didn't wish them a happy new month. I see you're saying I never call them white. I call them Caucasian. All of them adds up, it depends with the term, but yeah, it's the caucasity for me. For me, I call it caucasity. The caucasity for me. And I also see Joe Mosquito says that No Fire Entertainment, are you a cracker? Yeah, he is.
He is.
And I also see Jason Karibu Sana, big up to you. You're saying that Russia better come get some of these damn immigrants. I know they better do. Jiba Java also says, sure, the topic is true, but the footage of Putin speaks in that TikTok is a deep fake. There is no follow-up in an actual interview. I didn't get that correctly. Sure, topic is true.
It is a fake. It's not a fake. It's real. It's not a deep fake. He really did it. He didn't do no interview, but that's not a deep fake. You find it on YouTube. That's real. That really happened. Not a deep fake. That's him actually talking. That's not no CGI or fake, but that's actually him. He just didn't do no interview about it, but that's him. He did do that.
And just saying that we want to bankrupt the EU and America by serving this African honeypot. I don't know if he's really serving as an honeypot, really, Jiba Jaba. I feel like look at what he's really doing with the three current democratic countries. I just want us to look at the positive angle before we judge the negative angle, which we should also like Danny said. We
Well,
need
you
to
got
be very
yeah,
play our
yeah,
cards, right?
both ways. What are the benefits? Exactly. Russia is bringing benefits. It's giving them nuclear technology, so that's good.
Yeah, and I also see Jiba Jaba says, Black Jesus ain't paying these high gas prices for me at the pump. Miss me with that bullshit. I know that's right. And I also see, I think those are all the comments for now and the ones that I wanted to share. But as we get to move on, a quick shout out to Top No, shout out to Demi, shout out to Big Mandero in the building. Karibuni Sana. Shout out to John Mosquito who's also with us on TikTok. Karibu Sana, and I hope you guys are doing great. As we move on, is the next conversation, like I said, is about a Ghanaian priest before we get to share the video of PDD and the one that you want me to share, Keith. In Ghana, we can see that there is a 62-year-old. This is actually giving Jomo Kenyatta. Jomo Kenyatta, sorry, let me share the wrong screen. This is giving us Jomo Kenyatta when we had Jomo Kenyatta marrying the third wife at a very young age. At a very, very young age.
Yeah, she was 19. She was 19. He was like 68 or some shit.
This is way worse because it feels like molestation on this, where we can see there's an outrage in Ghana after a traditional Ghanaian priest who was 63 years old of age did decide to marry a 12-year-old age.
What?
And
that's pedophilia, Joey. That's pedophilia.
It is. So they're saying an influential traditional priest at age 63 has sparked an outrage in Ghana by marrying a 12-year-old girl. And the priest Numo Boketri Lowe married her in a customary ceremony held on Saturday. And in the face of criticism, community leaders have said
Criticism? That's supposed to be illegal. Criticism. We're locking his nasty pedophilic ass up.
Yeah, so they've said that they do not understand their customs and tradition, and the legal minimum age to get married in Ghana is at the age of 18. And
exactly, so it's illegal. So I'm coming locking his nasty ass up. I'm not even doing no question. Hey, the law supposed to came and locked his ass up and threw him in jail. The legal age in Ghana is 18. She's 12. I'm locking you up. Period.
And did you know the legal age in Nigeria is 13?
God damn. Yeah, because them goopy Muslims run that shit. Them goopy goddamn housing Fulani niggas.
That is the legal age of consent. In South Africa, it's 11. There's a time.
What? Whoa, wait. I knew something. Whoa, wait. Yo, we looked at. Where you getting that from? It's 11.
We checked with Kamlesh some time back here. There's a time we were doing a show all about that on the culture show and we were shocked so bad. Let me check.
I know South Africans are known for raping their damn daughters and shit, kind of wicked shit. These Negroes are nasty like that, but God damn, 11? How can that be the age? Hold on, you should look at. How can that be the age of consent? That's a pedophilic state. The whole country's full of pedophiles.
No, 16. There's a country that has 11.
I thought so. What?
Yeah, there's a country that has 11. We did confirm that.
16's kind of young too, but at least that's the age of consent. I think it's 16 in America for consent. Yeah. Age of consent is like 16 in America too. But 11. Like what? You're crazy.
So it was Nigeria. So they're saying this is them trying to correct. They say that the age of consent in Nigeria is 18, not 11, but it is 11.
Yeah.
So when we checked some time back, they said it was 11. And if you try to look at majority of the cases, and the reason why the population growth in Nigeria is so high actually is because of that. The age of 11, I mean, by the time you're 18, how many kids do you have?
I thought they said it's not the consent.
Is
it or not?
But in reality, that is what people apply.
They're doing. Oh, man. But I think that's some goopy Muslims up in the northern part of damn. Them the Muslim bastards with all that crazy living type shit. That's that Muslim culture. I bet you that dude in Ghana is some kind of wicked ass, some weird ass Muslim motherfucker.
It is crazy. So going back to this story, let me continue. They're saying that the legal minimum age of marriage in Nigeria, in Ghana, sorry, is 18, and the prevalence of child marriage has declined, but it continues to happen. According to the global campaigning NGO Girls Not to Brides, 19% of the girls in the country are married before they reach 18, and 5% get married before their 15th birthday. Videos and photos of Saturday elaborate events was attended by dozens of community members and have been widely shared on social media, triggering an outcry among many Ghanaians. And during the ceremony, women speaking in the local language got told, I don't know the name.
I got told to shut up.
Got told the girl to dress teasingly for her husband.
Oh my God! Oh my God! This is so disgusting.
At the age of 12, can you imagine? The
Oh, I
statement.
can't. I'm gonna lock his nasty ass up.
They can also be heard advising her to be prepared for wifely duties and use her perfumes they gifted her to sexual appeal to her husband.
You talking about some backward bastard. Sexual appeal from a 63-year-old man to a 12-year-old child. You insane. I'm locking your ass up under the jail.
The statement fueled an outrage, and as they have been perceived to mean that the marriage was not merely ceremonial, critics have called the authorities to dissolve the marriage and investigate Mr. Zuru. Leaders of the Nungu indigenous community, to which both the girl and the priest belong, have condemned the public opposition to the marriage, saying that the criticisms come from a point of ignorance. God damn. I mean,
I don't care about how you feel about your goofy religion, because your backward asses are going to jail.
Damn.
I don't hear about your backward ass culture. You marrying children, having sex with children. Your culture is backward, and I'm locking your ass up. Get your ass in this cell, nigga.
This is crazy and sad because apparently this is a norm in Africa in so many cultures. I think we've debated of where so many young girls get sold into marriages because of parents' one desperation of wealth, dowry. We've seen so many videos I've shared here in most of the shows, especially the Pan-African Bliss show, where we have women who are given off to marriage, so that their male brothers or the brothers can go to school, because apparently in most of the African communities also women are considered not to, you're not supposed to go to school. I used to think this is actually a joke until I saw some of my friends who had to drop from school to go get married so that their siblings, their brothers can be, so she can be able to be the one to pay off the school fees of the rest of their brothers by her accepting to be married. I had two Muslim friends.
I told you that Muslim shit. I knew it.
At class 6, they were very young, very, very young. At class 6, for me, because I think I used to value friendship, so I was really hurt that I'm losing a friend that because she's going to get married. That shit didn't make sense to me, and I was really, really hurt so bad. And that's when I learned about
it's not supposed to make sense to you.
It is crazy, and this is one of the things that if we had a working nation, a working system, and leaders who actually understand that they should be protecting their women, these are some of the cultures that we need them being dropped. Anyone found practicing in these kind of things, you are
locked up.
You get locked up. You get to be locked up, and there's no release, no pardons, like we've seen, which is becoming a norm in Africa. Every time African leaders are withdrawing from their seat, they want to pardon prisoners, and then they come back and still want to kill people in the society and communities in the name of revenge. We need to be very careful. But I see okay, you're the one who's been hurt by the truth, I bet, right here. That's why you're literally yapping. Nobody's even bothered by you.
Yeah, exactly. He's yapping like, "Oh, you Africans are all fucked up. You hurt by the truth." No, we don't hurt by that. We're talking about we got solve some things that, hey, you got some backward culture still in Africa. Got to be dealt with. Don't bother us. Hell, tell me how you deal with your savagery. Savage.
Crazy. But anyway, to the next conversation is I want to share the video that we want to share about Didi, about Didi being exposed, of course. Didi being exposed, of course, and Kid did talk about this during the weekend. For those who did tune in on the weekend show, he did break it down a couple of what is happening, the main reason why he's been exposed. But I want to share this, which I found today on BitChute, and from this man who's, calling the whole thing out, saying that you did see during the weekend that they did get access of the cameras that he's been hiding in his house, right?
No, I know that. I thought you've been taking secret videos of people, but I know they got the cameras. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they did get the videos, but let me share this very quickly as we get to continue to discuss.
Client list, just like the Epstein list.
Like Epstein shit.
Epstein of the rap world, and a lot of powerful people running nervous today throughout Hollywood and in Washington. I bet they are. So last night, Homeland Security officials raided the Los Angeles home of rapper and music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, and then also in Miami. Simultaneously, coast to coast, they swooped in. In Miami, they had to use boats to come, as well as their armored vehicles, and they did the same in Los Angeles. And all in connection to this massive sex trafficking investigation. Here's how the news broke on Wolf Blitzer.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement...
And this how you know they throwing him under the bus. The people that on the news, them, all this shit he been doing, pause it for a second, Joby. All this shit he been doing is never on the news. That's how you know those folks are the one now behind it, because he been doing reckless shit for a while, and no one's ever come after him, no news, no nothing. That's how you know now they've been given the green light. Now, get this nigga, right? Powers that be are the ones that he's a liability. Now let's get rid of his ass. You know, when they're done with their tools, they break their tools. Go, Joby.
Yeah. So right now he's involved in 5 different lawsuits, civil lawsuits. And he denies wrongdoing in any of them, of course. He says, quote, "Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth," he says. One of the lawsuits revealed today has Prince Harry involved in the lawsuit. Why is Prince Harry named in the lawsuit? And would apparently go to Diddy's sex trafficking parties on a regular basis. So this could be more headaches for the royal family. Here's a part of the lawsuit.
Is that him with Kate Middleton? Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out who Kate.
That's Kate Middleton on the right. Yeah, that's the new AI generation. That's when you type in Kate Middleton.
Exactly. Nobody can find her.
Black.
She's dead. Exactly. Kate Middleton, nobody can find her. Nobody's seen Kate Middleton in 4 months. They got AI. Everybody knows it's AI. Exactly. All the fake images they got with that of whatever the damn son's name is, his wife Kate Middleton. She ain't been seen, family. They probably already killed her ass, allegedly, like they did her mama, like they did their mama, Princess Diane. Now we know that his family had her murdered. MI6 killed Princess Diane. They got rid of her ass because she left the family was fucking a Muslim dude. You gotta go, get out of here. So now the son, what's the brother's name? Harry. The Harry's the other one. Married to the mixed lady. William. Now William, Prince William, whatever goofy hairless white moron's name is, right? So no one's seen that lady in 4 months since before Christmas. They keep putting out fake videos of her ass. Most likely they killed her. She probably found out too much. They got rid of her ass. But we'll see. We know she ain't alive. They gonna get a look-alike, a clone or something. But you can always tell that person's not the original. Go ahead, Joker.
Okay.
Acts in the lawsuit were Combs' use of vast sums of cash, drugs, fake promises of career opportunities, access to music industry executives, and circumstances that could have prompted defendants, including Universal Music Group and other employees, to specifically raise questions about Combs' sex trafficking, affiliation with, or sponsorship of Mr. Combs' sex trafficking parties, garnered legitimacy and access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, international dignitaries like British Royal Prince Harry. People were forced to sign NDAs prior to entering his parties and prior to being drugged and sex trafficked at these parties.
Non-disclosure act, but you can't talk about it. Trying to go in this thing and sign a non-disclosure? That's right. Because you might find a dick in your ass. That's right.
So, that piece of it. So when you start to peel back this law, I think it's very important as we kind of unpack this Diddy story over the next few weeks and we look more deeply into this, to remember that he is probably a low-level guy in this.
Exactly. He's a low level.
Way higher.
Everybody knows black people don't have power. Follow that. Like I told you. These black people that are trying to teach Eriton today. Nobody black you see think I'm got any power. They're just low-level flunkies. They're gatekeepers. They don't have any real power. They're just the ones that they put the face out there to do all this about the shit by the real people that run the planet. Cats with the small hats are the ones that's really doing it all of it. And that's why you had all them that baby shit underneath the damn tunnels in New York. Go ahead, go.
Shout out to Top Notch. Yes, I'll be streaming more often. So yeah, you'll be seeing me more often. Thank you so much for the love.
That he's probably taking the falling on a sword right now.
Exactly. I told you. Well, I told you guys. I told you they were throwing his ass on the bus. That's what I told you. On the show this Saturday. I said they throwing his ass on the bus to stop them coming after them. Go ahead, Joker.
Him. And so who can we throw out there like Jeffrey Epstein to fall on the sword and then have everything squashed, hidden, put away so that we don't know the details of it?
Exactly.
He, of course, hated Trump. P. Diddy did. Wanted to go. So it's very weird that they would eat one of their own, isn't it? Like, he's very much a pro-Biden guy. He loved President Obama. So it's very odd. So it's very, very odd about the whole thing. That we should do away with President Trump, that he should be banished. So there's a long history, though, of like young individuals who've now grown up and they've talked about their experiences spending time as a young person, underage, being sort of brought into these sex parties and these environments at Diddy's home, almost like they were orphans in a way. Usher, who of course just sang at the Super Bowl halftime show, I was on Howard Stern's show talking all about this. We talked about all of the weird times that he had, and he was brought in at a young age to hang out with Diddy and got to see a lot of things. So watch this really awkward exchange and pay attention to the context.
He's being quiet because Usher never said that. Usher told you he was a kid sleeping in the bed with his ass. Now we know P. Diddy fucked Usher. That all that came out allegedly. Or he put his dick in the boy's booty hole as a child. So we know these things. But go ahead.
Shout out to Lamin Jamin, shout out to Mark Dura, shout out to Brian B, Karibuni Sana.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
saying?
went there to see the lifestyle. Right. And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did
Thank you for the gift, Lamin.
say is that there were very curious things taking place.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't necessarily understand.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents were okay?
Remember, at that time, hold on, Joby. At that time, Jodeci was known for getting fucked up, drunk, having women everywhere, because they were the biggest group on the planet back then. Jodeci was known for having all these damn orgies and being all fucked. They couldn't even. Today, 40 years later, 20, 30 years later, they still can't stay sober. They alcoholics, right? That's why the group got destroyed, because they was all fucked up on drugs and alcohol. So, who the hell would send a 13-year-old child into some shit like that? These goddamn people, everybody, we're going to use our child to get out of poverty. He's got a talent. Who the hell's going to send a child up there to be with these goddamn wicked-ass people doing drugs and you got grown men's goddamn dicks in little boys' mouths and shit. Who gonna be doing that? But, see, he wasn't gonna tell the truth because he just, it was kind of wild. He's not gonna tell me they was fucking the shit out of his ass. It was just wild and having fun and crazy stuff. But Usher, you was getting fucked, right? No, I don't know about that. Yeah, you was getting fucked. So go ahead, Joe. Oh, did I lose Joby?
I'll play this Justin Bieber thing here in a second, which we'll show you here. But the Justin Bieber's father-in-law, Stephen Baldwin, just posted a video on Instagram today calling out the demonic tough guys and, quote, bitches in Hollywood that hide behind their accounts after the news broke of the raid on Diddy's home. It's a very odd video, but we'll show you. Maybe not so.
Remember, it was Usher who brought in that little no talent white dude Bieber, that little fake ass white dude. Usher brought him in. Of course they sexed his little ass too. They raped his little white ass too, all up in his little white butt cheeks.
In just a moment. So this is Justin Bieber's father-in-law posting a video calling out demonic tough guys. Does he know, okay, something bigger is about to go down? That this is just one small piece of the puzzle. It's much bigger than Puff Daddy.
Exactly.
This is a comment about some of the comments, which I rarely comment, but
you know what they did to my stepson Bieber? It was all in his butt cheeks at 12. Oh shit! Puff Daddy, you bastard! Now remember, they took Bieber to puppies too. Puppy was in that booty hole too.
and peace to all of the haters out there. God bless you. Pray for your enemies. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
And you fake my Jesus ain't gonna stop his booty hole from taking. They already took that booty hole.
If I feel that second cheek stinging, you better run.
Bieber tried to run, but they stopped him, and they got that booty.
What?
Was that Encino Man?
I'm speechless.
I've interviewed Stephen and had him in the studio, and
he needs the cowboy up.
He was kind to me. He didn't slap me. I don't know what was going on there. If you see me on the street, you slap me, you better be prepared. I'm Slap you right back. So Justin Bieber, in a famous, now famous video, I'm going to make it famous here by showing it, the young Justin Bieber talking about this weird sort of Diddy summer camp excursion that sort of Usher was just talking about and others have talked about. What's going on here? But here's that video you can see with Justin Bieber.
He put his whole black meat in my white butt cheeks. The whole black meat was up in there. I was singing, baby, baby, baby. You know that goofy ass, fucked up, corny song he had? Baby, baby. And Puppy had his whole alleged big black dick up in my white butt cheeks. Allegedly. Oh, Jesus. Enjoy.
48 hours. Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy.
See, 48 hours with Diddy, with my penis all up in his little butt cheeks. What he got? That's what we do. We keep it bad boy and another one. As Diddy told you, here goes and another one, and another one, and another one. Another bang guy, bang right in his booty hole. Another banger.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for tapping the spirit. Karibu sana.
Like where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his
He
first.
signed to Usher, but I'm the one. He signed to Usher, but I'm the one putting dick. I'm the one putting dick in him. Another banger.
Oh my God.
He's with me. Yeah, and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I'm going crazy. I'm just going to say whatever he's saying because he's the adult and I'm just a kid, so I don't know what the hell we're doing. What is excuse me, Mr. Diddy, what does buck full crazy actually mean? Because
buck crazy means another banger. God damn it, another banger.
What are we doing? What does buck full crazy mean? So photos have emerged of P. Diddy Combs with Rachel Chandler, who has, of course, been linked to Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, several other of the associates. Here you can see Rachel Chandler saying, I'm 14 years old in this photo. Here she is, 14 years old. And here is Bill Clinton. You can see Bill Clinton here with Rachel as well. You can see that. And then Prince Andrew as well, which I'll need to get here if you don't have it. Philip, do you have it or no?
I don't have it.
Oh, Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah. Yeah, there was a time when you mentioned her name. When you say that name, what happens to YouTube videos? Oh my gosh. So look, we should be clear. Again, he hasn't been charged with anything yet on the criminal side. He hasn't been arrested. When they showed up at his houses, they went in, took out massive loads of electronics and cardboard boxes, and they just kept filling it up. Two of his sons were at one location in, I believe it was Los Angeles, when they were handcuffed and brought out as well of the house. He was not at home, and TMZ caught up with him at the airport where he was about to board his private jet when the Department of Homeland Security rolled up on him. And so he wasn't going anywhere. His jet then left from Los Angeles, was flying, and didn't include P. Diddy. So he is not on board that jet. It did arrive in Antigua, according to reports, Antigua and Barbados. Barbuda, Antigua and Barbuda. And in Antigua, so a lot of people wondering, well, now it's grounded in Antigua. Did it fly off to Cape Verde? Is it going there as a non-extradition country, something? And were there things on board that they were trying to hide and get it out of country so they couldn't be extradited? Who knows? That's what some people are speculating. There were things on board that plane, not Diddy himself, but maybe important pieces of information. Who knows? That's pure speculation. We have no confirmation of that. But we do know that he wasn't on board. We do know that he was seen then in Miami, and the Department of Homeland Security rolled up on him, and his flight wasn't going anywhere. But he hasn't been arrested at this hour, to our knowledge. And what will they be looking for? According to, of course, law enforcement officials, you don't go to this phase of an investigation unless this is like the end of the investigation, basically. Like you've heard all the reports. You've heard all the reports of sex trafficking. You've heard eyewitness testimony. You've seen the evidence. You've seen pieces of evidence. And now you're going into the home to confirm a lot of those pieces at the end. And that's what this is about. But again, no arrest yet. No handcuffs. What's going to come of it? He maintains his innocence. He's posted that he has haters who just want to get into his pocket, he said. There's a long history here of his family and its relationship in weird ways to the CIA. Diddy's father, Melvin Combs,
he's an FBI agent too.
For Frank Lucas.
His father,
Melvin Combs, there he is. Diddy's father was a drug dealer. He was a drug dealer who ran, and he worked for Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas, of course, who ran heroin for the CIA. Now, Frank Lucas was, of course, the heroin king. Worked for the CIA, ran heroin for the CIA, and
back at Harlem.
Melvin Combs. So Frank Lucas was then, of course, turned into a film, and you might even know the name,
Denzel Washington,
who Frank Lucas
American
was.
Gangster.
And that was Denzel Washington, played him in the movie American Gangster. So he played Frank Lucas, who was friends with Diddy's father. Here is the drug king, Frank, talking about working with P. Diddy's father, Melvin, and how he's upset that he got shot. He ended up getting shot in a botched drug raid, or a handoff of drugs, and he got shot. He was the wrong person to get shot. I think they were trying to go after Frank Lucas. He got shot instead. Listen to him talking about this.
I'm Ray Lucas. This is my dad, Frank Lucas, and shout out to Vlad TV. Thanks for setting up this interview.
Me and Melvin Combs were good friends. We were good friends. We did a lot of business together. Of course, it was not a legal business, but we did a lot of business together. And I was sorry to see what happened to him. That shocked the hell out of me.
I want you guys to understand. Pause that. I want you to pause that. I want you to understand how they put these gateway Negroes in our community and build them up when they're always CIA or FBI informants. So you already had the Puff's old bodyguard tell that he was a narc for the FBI. So he's hooked up with the CIA and the FBI. See, and as a black community, you don't know that these people are hooked up with the law enforcement of the country, how they distort black society. Always, your fake reverends, they're always hooked up as a narc like that Al Sharpton, these other handkerchief head niggas, as Malcolm X told you. Most of your black leadership are on the take. All of them. Most of them are not all of them are CIA, FBI, entertainers, like your Dick Gregory. Everybody loving Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory was a narc from way back in the 60s. They got his ass. You know, his old ass talking to the day he died, 2017. Black people like, oh, he's so brilliant. Motherfucker's a moron. And a narc. Always have been a goddamn agent for the feds. And that's what Diddy is. Agent for the Fed and working with the small hats. Now it's time to toss his ass over the boat. Because remember, Epstein was working for the narcs, for the feds, the CIA and the Mossad. CIA and the Mossad was the ones putting together these honey traps. They were the ones running these damn pedophile rings. The CIA and the goddamn Mossad. Okay? So the own governments run these damn pedophiles. They control the drugs, And the pedophilia is controlled by the CIA and the Mossad and MI6 on the planet. I'm right here to talk about the terrorism this, the terrorism that. It's all fraudulent. They create the terrorism. They create the terrorists on the planet. The Al-Qaedas, the ISIS, the Al-Shabaabs, the Al-Nusras, the Boko Harams. That's their ass. All of it. And they own all of Hollywood. They own all the music industry. We know the CIA owns Hollywood. CIA owns the music industry. But most people don't know that. They got no clue of understanding that. Like, what? CIA owns Hollywood? Own the music industry? They've been owned it. Mind control. That's called MK Ultra when they do mind control. It's old history here we're talking about. This Project Mockingbird for the damn mainstream media and MK Ultra for the goddamn music industry. Always linked up with criminal. Remember, they'll find out who the Italian mob was working with, CIA. They were only sanctioned because of the small hats who actually run every goddamn thing. So, when you grow up in this world, we don't really know how the world works. We're just born into an illusion of nonsense. And so these things are always intertwined, always. These pedophilic rings run by these people. Go ahead, Joby.
Upuzi gani since music unaongelelea? Sijana chenye ameongelelea, but anyway, niko fiti, karibu sana. Hope you're doing great.
And the guy who did it, I'm glad he got what he got. Okay, so.
And I know Melvin used to come to your club, the turntable, a lot.
Yes, he did. He come there all the time. Melvin was like a lady man. Yeah, he come there all the time. He come to my club all the time. Yes, he did.
Can you say the name of your club?
The Lord.
Oh yeah, me ni mmoja wao.
Right, turntable 52nd and Broadway. I met Sean Combs. I met him when he was a little boy. He used to come over to my house. His daddy used to bring him over my house. He used to come see me on various business, and they used to bring him over my house.
Yeah. So the story gets thicker. It'd be really interesting to know what this CIA connection is.
Of course.
If there is any. And what sort of dirt did he has on a lot of other people right now? And is he taking the fall for a lot of other people who are hoping and praying that the light of day doesn't come out in this? As Breitbart News reported, several sexual assault lawsuits have been filed against Combs in recent months, including a lawsuit from R&B singer Cassie that was settled last year. Another one of Combs' accusers was a woman who said the rap producer raped her 2 decades ago when she was 17. Of course, Combs, again, has denied all the allegations, says they're sickening allegations, and they're people trying to make a pretty penny off of him, a quick payday. And a male music producer also accused him of...
Pause that, Joe. Let's use one of his old little girlfriend, another nobody that he made it to a fake show, can't sing, has no talent. I don't know how they still got it in movies. Jennifer Lopez can't sing worth a damn. Can't act her way out of a paper bag. These are facts. Remember they did expose her 3 weeks ago. I don't know why they had to expose her. I thought everybody knew she couldn't act and she couldn't really sing. All those tracks were sing by Ashanti. Not her, no good ass. But she told you she couldn't deal with Puffy because he was having sex with men 20 years ago. And he used to involve with all these dudes. So right there is a red flag when they were putting her on. This fraudulent, all these industry plants. Jennifer Lopez, who can't even sing. She sing worse than Katie. That's supposed to be some star. Right? Straight crazy. Because they can make you anything. Hollywood and in music. They own it all. I can make a nobody, a no talent individual into a star. And you don't know till 30 years later the person can't even really sing. Can't sing a goddamn note. Because it's all smoke and mirrors. And then you're going to see also when Joe played the last video, I sent her, you're going to see where they showing these are gatekeepers. How's a 23-year moron like a Puff Daddy going to get record labels? So these record labels, they don't own. They're always subsidiary of the cats with the small hats. They will show Jay-Z cars. They don't ever own no record labels. Bad Boy and Rockefeller. That's all smoke and mirror shit. Cats with the small hats own the shit. I'll do brain typing. I'll give you a side deal. But you're going to represent what I want to happen in your culture as I destroy you as a people and how you practicing all kind of debaucherous shit. I'm going to do that. So that's what they're going to show you. These are gatekeeper Negroes. They all grew up in poverty. I got the big cars and the big houses. And like Uncle Luke told you on the show, I told you, they gave you that. You're nobody. You don't got no real talent. None of these cats got real talent because I can put you, I own everything. So I decide who's the winners and the losers are going to be. And now that they're done with them, they're breaking them. White supremacy always breaks his tools. He knows too much. Now we're going to get rid of him. His usefulness is done. We're going to break his ass. Then we're going to throw his ass in prison. Get your ass out of here, nigga.
Do you think they're going to allow anyone they have made to just walk scot-free without breaking them? I mean,
no, they never do. They never do, Joby. They never do. The whole story. They never let you get out the game clean unless you smart enough to leave. Like Hamlet's got it right. Make a little money and start your own business, Joby. Don't stay and leave. Don't stay there for 5-10 years. But you see the game like Lady Divine. If you guys don't know, you guys know I was with Lady Divine. She was going to be a famous singer. She was the it girl. She was Miss Florida, beautiful. And her being young at 19, going to see all this debaucherous shit, I think they sprung her on her too much. You know, she's a Southern girl, going to LA, going from Florida to LA, flying all across the country, Los Angeles, and being with these people and seeing too much. She told, she's an honest one, she said, it scared the shit out of her. She said, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. This is straight evil. This is evil. So I'm sure after going to a couple of Hollywood parties, and then that one time when she went to that last one, when she got away, she was scared they were going to kill her. This is real. This is real. This shit that you don't never know from your fake MTV and your videos. You see what really happens, who controls it. So, especially when she went in there and saw that white executive, she said he's still around. She wouldn't even tell me to this day what executive, the white one, not the black, the real white one, who runs one of these damn record labels, who she's seen fucking a goat. Huh? You imagine you're 19 years old, you're a young, innocent black girl, you're walking on a white man fucking a goat? What? What?
Sure, to the Nairobian transporter, Karibu Sana. Thank you for tapping the screen.
What do you do? What do you do? And I showed you guys. She still does a thing in touch. She was the real deal. I told you. Now, what do you do? Right? What do you do when you see a motherfucker fucking a goat? Huh? What do you do? You know? That's the question. What do you do? You know, you're like, oh man, that motherfucker having sex with goats. so it's
kuja kesho ndasimama uone kuja kesho.
So it's scared her so bad, she moved from LA all the way to damn Atlanta, because at that time Atlanta was probably just to be a video vixen. She said, I ain't gonna be singing, I'm gonna be a video vixen because she's beautiful, right? She's pretty, so like Joe, it'd be a video vixen, right? And she said that shit was all debauchery. It just destroyed all her damn hopes and dreams. She's like, oh man. She's like, oh man, all this. She's like, oh man, this thing. I'm gonna go. Like all this stuff is debaucherous. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, I don't know if I can wind up with the rest of the video. Maybe I'll share it on the WhatsApp. I want to go to the comments very quickly, see what everyone has to say before we get to wind up. Let me see. Okay, I don't know where I left. I see so many comments from here. Sure, Joe Mosquito was saying that yeah, he's still here trolling Joe Mosquito. You're saying that they're calling Puff Daddy Puffstein. Yep, they are. Shout out to you, Samuel. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. And you're saying, oh wow, we haven't had a troll in a while. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute actually. The last troll we had so many people on the show. Thank you so much.
I'm laughing because he doesn't know this. That this channel has been big before. He's got no clue. I find it funny. If you didn't do this, you have a big numbers. Hey, moron, we've been big. So good luck.
Shout out to Jazz. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm good. I don't know how you're doing. Shout out to Since Music. I saw your comment earlier. Yes, status is single. Yeah. So if you hear anyone who's South African out there, looking for a lady, I am right here. But anyway, karibu sana. And I also see, thank you so much, Top Notch. I appreciate for the gifts. Akin meshkuru sana. 20K likes. I appreciate it so much. And Samuel says, here's some attention. Boy, say something else like a good dog. Back for us. I know that's right. And I also see Jibajaba says he was on the Lazy Susan getting spun around. And what else? You guys are talking about Jamaica. Jibajaba says Bob Crane from Hogan's Heroes was unveiled because he made the Hollywood sex tapes for blackmail, and the tapes disappeared. God damn, that must be crazy. That must be really, really bad, But I also see George Guy Karibu Sana. Nice to see you on the show. I've been a minute. I know you've been on the WhatsApp, but I've not seen you on the chat. Maybe if you've been listening silently. But Karibu Sana, you're saying that Diddy did it. Diddy did it. And I also see John was going to say that, damn, George, I didn't even know you was in here. I know he has disappeared for a while, but nice to see him. Someone says just like how they did Pablo Escobar, he was a plant too. And General Mosquito says, Jobida, I'm coming back. Okay. Yeah, my people, they're not really, I don't want to call them simps. If I call them simps, they won't gift me. They're not simps. These are my people. Yeah, don't call my people simps because you see them gifting me here. Don't call them simps. So also, John Mosquito says, I have a day off, John Mosquito. Shout out to you. I hope you're resting. And you're also saying I'm producing Katie's first album that's coming out in June. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, George Guy. Shout out to you. And I also see someone says he lucky of they don't Epstein him. And I also see, I think those are some of the comments that we had. Majority is from this troll we have here, and nobody's paying you attention, brother. Okay, you're just seeking for attention, but nobody's giving it to you. And I also see John say, hi, Joby, I see you, Carrie Kid, again on the show. Man, I'm with him everywhere I go. I mean, where should I be? Where should they be? But anyway, I think I'll wind up the video before we get to it. I thought I had so many comments to read before we get to wind up, but let me just wind it up as we go on.
Of course, you can have sex with prostitutes. He's denied those claims as well. So I think we're going to see a lot of information, although it'll be interesting to see if it's similar to the Epstein saga, where we don't get to see a client list. We don't get to see who signed NDAs. We don't get to see the names of these people that have come to these, sex trafficking parties. But we do know from the Department of Homeland Security, this is a sex trafficking ring that they're trying here. How deeply does it go, and where does it go?
Because it's elite.
Right now,
what'd you say?
He left the country. He landed in Antigua. People are speculating that he's going to Cape Verde because they have no extradition treaty with the United States. Now that part isn't verified, but they did verify he did land in Antigua yesterday and did in fact leave the country.
Okay. Well, I didn't see that he left. He made it to Antigua. What I saw, according to reports, is that he was in Miami, and TMZ verified that with video of him at the airport when the DHS rolled up on him and said, "You're not going anywhere." So apparently the plane I mean, unless there's new information of him making it to Antigua, the plane made it to Antigua, but he wasn't on it because the plane left from Los Angeles and went over his location and didn't even land in Miami. So I'm not exactly sure where that information is coming from, but it'd be interesting to see. I've seen conflicting reports about him being in Antigua or not, but according to TMZ, he was in Miami. Maybe he somehow made it to Antigua. I don't know, but the latest report that I saw is that he was rolled up on by Department of Homeland Security in Miami. So again, I don't know if that's old. Those are old photos or not, or if he's been then stuck in Antigua and he's because Antigua has an extradition treaty with the United States. So it's not like they want him. They're going to get him in Antigua. This is not a big deal. And even in Cape Verde, I know people are like, there's no extradition treaty. Cape Verde has a relationship with the United States, and they absolutely would be able to transfer a criminal back and forth. So there's no, he'd be safe maybe going to like Ghana. Literally, like there's like a few places, or maybe Russia. Like that's about it. But Cape Verde, no. The United States would get him back in a heartbeat, and say also to an Antigua and Barbuda. So it doesn't really matter where he is. They will get him. Sam Bankman-Fried, you want to be in the Bahamas? It doesn't matter. They will get you. They will get you wherever they want to find you. That's what will happen. By the way, we should mention that last photo I showed inadvertently. I said that was Rachel Chandler. Also, I meant to say that was Virginia Dufresne. So just to be clear on that last photo with Prince Andrew, the point was showing all of these guys with these like 14-year-old girls, and they all look very, very similar. So Rachel Chandler with P. Diddy, and then Bill Clinton, Virginia Dufresne with the photo with Prince Andrew. So just to be clear and correct that there. So I don't know, guys. I feel like this is good. Go ahead, Philip.
I'd like to point out just as a prediction that P. Diddy did not kill himself.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the type that he would do that, right? He doesn't seem the type that would suicide.
No, but you know, a lot of the people that you know, quote unquote, do probably weren't the type of people that would do it either.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting ahead of that one before he Epstein's himself.
Yeah. So Newsweek says no, Diddy has not landed in Antigua. So, and this is coming from the Prime Minister, the Caribbean island of Antigua. No, he's not in Antigua. So just to be clear about that, he's not there. So I think he is still in Miami, according to the data that I saw, reports that I saw. But because
on Twitter they're like tracking his plane. So his plane did land in Antigua, and then they said there was no proof that it went on to Cape Verde or whatever. But
yeah,
so his plane must have, but he must not have been on it then.
Yeah. Yep. So let us know your thoughts on this. This is just the beginning of this story, folks. This is just the beginning. We're about to peel back some real serious stuff. Where does it lead to? You know, these other members of Hollywood right now. There's a lot of people that are scared.
It leads to Justin Bieber's booty hole.
There's a woman who's
another banger.
I love the way you're saying it. Oh God, I love the way you're saying it.
Not necessarily to gather evidence; they're there to hide it.
Who's they? Oh, meaning the police.
The Department of Justice is not there to gather evidence, but to hide it, because this probably leads to the same people on the Epstein list. It's probably just a trickle down of that, and we will never see justice for those girls. We'll never see justice for those people in most cases, and those people will be protected still.
Yeah, it's sad but true, right? We would probably know information pretty quickly if they're going to let us know investigation. Multiple raids across the world, across the country, at multiple locations using the Department of Homeland Security. I also thought it was really interesting. Think how many different pieces of the military we have now, different law enforcement arms of the United States government. Like, where was the FBI in this? No, it's the Department of Homeland Security running this operation. Like, okay.
Exactly. Because them folks are involved in this. Exactly. Homeland Security. Where's the FBI at? Where's the FBI and all these people are implicated? That's what's going on. What you mean where? Know what you're looking at when you're looking at it. Shit. Listen, that's them getting rid of his ass now. Listen, we're gonna get rid of this moron. His ass is too hot. We're gonna have to get rid of his ass. That just is what it is. We gotta get rid of this moron.
Cool
So
him down.
yeah, they'll cool him down, right? They gonna, like I said, are they gonna Jeffrey Epstein his ass? Find him hanging in a prison cell? I don't know. Jeffrey Epstein told you he wasn't feeling suicidal. Next you know, you find him hanging from a cell. So, so, and then, Jeffrey Epstein had the names of all the big time people. He had time to get rid of his ass. He got to go. Remember all the guards with Jeffrey Epstein, all of a sudden, all fell asleep. Didn't nobody know what happened, all this old crazy shit. Whenever these damn elite get caught doing their wicked ass shit. Crazy. Yeah, P. Diddy,
law enforcement division that's growing. Homeland Security.
You've done a lot of wicked shit. You've done a lot of wicked shit, now you gotta pay.
Industry in the United States, something we've been, talking about here on the show for years, that it seems like they don't care about because, by the way, the Department of Homeland Security is facilitating actively. I think it's just totally ironic. Literally our open border and the
exactly. They don't care about the borders, but now they swear about P. Diddy. Exactly. It lets you know that this is all smoke and mirror bullshit.
And allowing it to happen with NGOs. Just go back to my interview just a short time ago that we just did tonight with J.J. Carroll. It's happening. They're doing it. And yet they're going after Puff Daddy for sex trafficking.
Exactly.
It's like they did. It's like they did with drugs. Like they do with anything. They don't go after the source. They don't go after the end user. They go after the middle. Like they because that's the people. The people in the middle are the ones that they can arrest easily. They don't have to worry about them having either a ton of money or just that's what they want to do. They don't want to go for the top. They don't want to find out who the people are going with the sex trafficking. They don't actually have the people that are on the end user, so to speak. They want the people in the middle because they're easily replaceable and everything can continue as usual.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, and that's the end of that video over there that I had to share for you guys today. And shout out to P. Diddy, shout out to all the industry planted cones, shout out to even some people you can mention that you didn't imagine that would be involved in this, Rick Ross, a lot of people, that we see them shine.
Play that last one I sent you. That last one I sent you. Yeah.
Yeah, they will find it.
Yeah. So, I knew it'll get your voice. Say another banger. Calm down. Calm down. Let's shout out to Steve Harvey.
Have is stolen.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so.
They gonna come for Jay-Z next. He gonna try to keep his mouth shut. You won't see him saying nothing nowhere. Him and Beyonce gonna keep their mouth shut. You ain't safe, Jay. They coming after you too, nigga. You're another fraudulent. You're another fraudulent phony.
Okay, let me see. You be careful. What are you telling? Who are you telling?
Be careful.
Leo Cole, Todd Moskowitz, all of these execs, they prop these guys up. And
they probably see that. And all of them are small hats, Joby. Every last one guy's a small hat. Every last one of them.
I've taken the debauchery with them,
Right.
allegedly. And
Propped all of them up.
like Diddy and Eazy-E and Jay Prince and Luke and Russell Simmons, and Baby from Cash Money. Let's not forget him. What they've done is they've given people who have taken advantage of Black ignorance, Black lack of education,
And Black ignorance, that's right,
given them
opportunity.
the right to monetize our dysfunction and our shame, because those individuals I just named, those
They'll
Black
take these project Negroes, give them money, have all kinds of debauchery shit going on with the music to dumb it down, to destroy us as a people, and then they know we're ignorant. We're like, oh, look at Puff Daddy and Kanye, and they all made it. Oh, no. They do brain typing. None of these cats are the most talented. They put them on because they're easy to control. They don't want to go back to being poor. They can't do nothing else. All of them are morons. They're all morons. So they don't want to go back to being, in the ghetto. So they willingly destroy Black society. Go ahead, Joby.
Say it's Black culture. You never hear about Jimmy Iovine.
It seems like to me when I watch that video, it's interesting how the record execs have worked the music industry by using
Even this white lady gets it.
like Black faces and making just a select few of them moguls.
That's right.
Essentially, they
Make a couple of moguls and make them the gatekeepers.
ritualistic parties and blackmail operations, and then they gave them the keys to their subsidiaries like Rock Nation and Bad Boy and whatnot, and they said, okay, now you're going to lead this, except for you're going to use the tactics we used on you for other artists. And it's like almost like a pyramid scheme in a way, or something along those lines. It's kind of crazy when you think about it in those terms, because you're much more willing to believe somebody like a Jay-Z or a Puffy and a Russell Simmons than you would to be believing a Jimmy Iovine. You know what I mean? So they put those people in specific positions to fuck over more people.
Exactly. That's why this was I was teaching. I didn't see this, but this is what I was teaching Ewaton today. This is what I'm trying to make her understand what this white lady is saying. I'm trying to make her understand that these people are put there, okay, as gatekeepers. They're just imagine them like if they were in charge of an African government. The same shit.
You can't pay me, bros. Okay, you can't afford me. Can you? You can't. You can't afford my lifestyle. You can't afford my salary. So no, bye, boy, bye. Nah. Thank you. You too mouthy for me. I can't work with you. I can't.
There's more. I'm trying to. This cracker trying to separate African people. We're all African, moron. You not. She's literally, dummy. Her people are literally from the people I come from, idiot. You wouldn't know that because you're a cracker. You moron. Go out of here.
But anyway, family, that's why we'll be wrapping it up.
Much love, family.
Tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who has been with us. You are so many of you, almost literally 30 of you on today's chat. Asanteni sana for tuning in to today's conversation. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, different.
And listen, moron, we're not just on YouTube. So it's funny. We're not just on YouTube, moron, but good luck to you. Good luck to you. So anyway, family, like I said, we didn't block them. See, we let them come stay, but we even know we don't never go to their spaces. Never. We don't give a fuck about it. They need our energy. I want you to understand their nature. We never go to none of their spaces. Never want to be in none of the shit. Don't care what they talk about. But much love, family. Everybody be safe. Have a good.
Yeah, be safe. Be aware of your surrounding. Watch trolls like this, and be very, very careful. Have an amazing rest part of your day. Asanteni sana once again for tuning in, and I hope you guys did enjoy today's conversation. It was nice seeing you, George Guy, on the chat. Keep it, maintain like that. You should be popping in once a while. Shout out also Samuel who was with us. Shout out to John Mosquito. Shout out to Big Chi. Shout out to Jason Hill. Shout out to Jiba Jabba. Shout out to everyone who have not probably mentioned. Another Dummy Black Man. Shout out to everyone who has been with us from the beginning to the end. K. Williams.
Shout out to everybody on TikTok.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who's on TikTok.
John Mosquito is our TikTok guru. know.
I get a lot of people on TikTok at first.
Shout out to Haki. Shout out to
Hey, who was asking for Hank? Oh, Spikes was asking for Hank. I ain't seen Hank in a couple of months. Spikes was asking for Hank Saturday.
Yeah.
He says Hank. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Spike, nobody won't let Spikes back in the studio, y'all. I tried my best.
Much love, family. Have an amazing day. See you guys tomorrow on my show on the Pan African Bliss Show. Remember, from 12:30 to 1:30. We did tune up. You guys enjoyed the Swahili classes, didn't you? So much.
They were good. They were, but you won't let us do it, Joby. You won't let us do them.
Much love.
It's like the average black woman, boy. She's crazy.
Much love. See you guys tomorrow.